Good Monday Matters. I hope you had a blessed Sabbath and are looking forward to a new week and all the good things that God has in store for you. My name is Mike Courtney and this is Monday Matters. Every Monday I take a few minutes and talk about something to make your life happier, healthier, and a little bit holier. Today I want to talk about being blessed, on being blessed. I started Wednesday a series at our church. I'm a teaching pastor. I teach on Wednesday nights, among other things. And I started a series on the Sermon on the Mount. We began at the beginning of Matthew chapter 5 with the Beatitudes. Beatitude is it's not a biblical word. It's actually a Latin word that means blessed. And so there are those 9 blesseds, those 9 blessings that God gives us. And so I spent some time on Wednesday talking about those blessings. Actually, what I think I'm going to do this fall, because I'm kind of lazy and try to double dip as much as possible, the Monday Matters probably will follow what we talk about on Wednesday night, and so it'll be somehow related to that theme. Now let me say one more thing just to try to force myself to be accountable, although I probably won't do it anyway. My sister actually has jumped on board and said, you should write out these Wednesday night teachings and do a devotional book at the end of that that includes the soundtrack or the live stream, that kind of thing. So I don't know. We'll see about that. Right now I'll be blessed just to get through it. That's kind of my goal. But we're talking about blessing. What does it mean to be blessed? We use that word a lot. My sister, speaking her, she started her career with that phrase, bless your heart. She would talk about how we, as gentle Southern people, would say bless your heart when what we really mean is that guy's really stupid or he gets on my nerves or something. We say bless you when somebody sneezes. We say bless you. We use those words just kind of loosely without really knowing for sure what it means. Kind of the popular response now, you ask somebody how they're doing, they'll say, I'm blessed and highly favored. Sometimes I want to say, why do you say that? What do you mean by blessed? I tell you what blessed is not. Blessed is not about circumstances. Sometimes we can be going through the most difficult of things and still be blessed. In fact, that's the theme of the Beatitudes. Those 9 blesseds are all, the first one, blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Well, that being poor doesn't sound like a wonderful circumstance. And so blessing is not about your circumstance. Blessing is not about your connection. It's not because I know people in high places. What Garth Brooks' song, I have friends in low places. That's kind of more like it for me. No offense to my friends, but blessing is not about that. Again, the people that Jesus is issuing these 9 promises to, these 9 blessings, they don't have connections. They're not in the know. They're not the high and mighty people. It's not about your circumstance. It's not about your connection. It's not about your comfort. In fact, he says, blessed are those that mourn, for they will be comforted. These are not people who are living in comfort. And when I say, oh, she's blessed, or I am blessed and highly favored, I hope I don't mean by that all of my life is good, I'm hedged around, there are no problems, there are no issues, everything is just wonderful for me. That's not what blessing is. Blessing is something other than that. Blessing is about having the hand of God upon me in such a way that when people look at my life, in spite of the circumstances, in spite of the connections, in spite of the that they would say, that's the good life. That's the kind of life I would like to live. The Greek word is makarios. People would look at you and say, he is living the good life. She is living the good life. Not based on the circumstances around you, but based on what is coming out of you because of the presence of God in your life. So I jotted down 3 reasons that we are blessed. We're blessed because of the promise of God. God promises that his people would be blessed. Again, he doesn't promise that they're going to be healthy, wealthy, and wise. He doesn't promise that everything's going to always be good. But he promises that they will be blessed in spite of the circumstances. Psalm 37:4, delight yourself in the Lord, and he will give you the desires of your heart. I don't think that means he's going to give me everything my heart wants. I think it means He's going to put in me the wants so that I want the things that He has given me. I just want His promise. I want to be close to Him. We're blessed because of His promise. We're blessed because of His presence. Our pastor preached a great message today on 2 Samuel chapter 6 on bringing the Ark of the Covenant back to the temple and on the presence of God. Man, it was such a good message and a reminder of the blessing that is ours. I am blessed. This book I'm holding just slipped out of my hand. I reached down and grabbed it and caught it, and you would never have known if I hadn't told you. We're blessed because of the presence of God. Psalm 16:11 says, "In your presence is fullness and joy." He told the story today of the house of Obed-Edom when David tried to move the Ark of the Covenant and he wasn't doing it the right way, and Uzzah reached up and touched it and he died. And David, out of anger and fear, put it in the garage at the house of Obed-Edom. And for 3 months, it says, Obed-Edom was blessed because of the presence of God. I am blessed because of God's promise. I'm blessed because of God's presence. And then I'm blessed because of God's peace. That's how we stay blessed in the midst of the most difficult of circumstances, because of God's peace. I am blessed that no matter where I am or what I'm going through or what issues I am facing, the peace of God that Paul says passes all understanding is mine. Philippians 4:7, "And the peace of God, which transcends all understanding, will guard your hearts and minds in Christ Jesus." So you're blessed, not because of the good stuff, not because nothing bad ever happens, not because you are high and mighty. You're blessed because the peace of God and the promise of God and the presence of God reigns in you. Very quickly, how am I going to be blessed then? How can you be blessed? What do we do to be blessed? Jotted down 3 things. First of all, focus on His goodness. There's a lot of bad stuff to look at, and if I look at that, that's what I think about. But focus on His goodness. Focus on the blessings that He has given you. My grandkids, my wife, my job. Focus on His goodness. Number 2, surround yourself with His people. If you want to be blessed, then surround yourself with people that consider themselves blessed. Not with people that have a lot of money or have a lot of stuff, but the people that they consider themselves blessed because of the presence and the promise and the peace of God. Surround yourself with those people, and that by osmosis, that blessing rubs off. Focus on His goodness, surround yourself with His people, and finally, be obedient to His teaching. I don't know how this works. I just know that when I am obedient to what God says, I feel blessed. Things don't always go well. Life is not always just perfect. But when I tithe, for example, it doesn't mean that we're rich or we always have money in the bank or that the car never breaks down. It just means that when I tithe, there is a peace in my life and a blessing that I can genuinely say, I am blessed. I am Makarios. People would look at my life and say, I want to have the peace that guy has. Well, you're blessed. I want you to know you're blessed. You focus on the goodness of God. You surround yourself with God's people, and you will be blessed. I'm blessed because you watch Monday Matters. Thank you for doing that. I'm gonna try to include a link to a song that Brandon Lake sings called "Gratitude." You might listen to after you listen to Monday Matters. It's just a great link and a great song that I listen to often. It reminds me that I'm blessed. Thanks for being a part of this. By the way, on Wednesdays we are streaming at Family Worship Center that Wednesday night teaching, if you'd like to be a part of that. And for men, here's one more paid political announcement. I am beginning 2 Thursdays from now, our Thursday morning men's group. We're starting a 13-week study on In His Image. We're going to look at the first 11 chapters of Genesis and ask the question, what does it mean to be made in the image of God? And I'll probably end up doing some Monday Matters based on that as well. Thanks for letting me be a part of your life. It's a blessing to me, and I hope you're blessed today. God bless you. I'll talk to you next week.